Finally, it's the day. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. This morning I'm driving to the airport for a very special flight. After 136 days, we're taking back to the skies on EK1 from Dubai to London Heathrow, the very first A380 flight since the pandemic. Would you like to join me? This is my first time entering the terminal in 136 days. It looks and feels different. The world is a different place, and passenger safety here clearly is the priority now. After going through immigration and security, I passed through the duty-free. The number of people circulating is being controlled and guided. I'm glad it feels safe to shop because we have something very important to buy. And with the treats for the crew sorted, it's time to check the lounge and explore their new normal. Friends, the lounge experience is pretty safe, but definitely not the most glamorous. Let me show you. The buffet is closed, and all food and beverage is delivered to the table from a menu via this QR code. Here are the options today: lunch and dinner options, but we will have breakfast, which are 2 options. And this is the beverage selection. It is limited compared to the usual selection. For example, doesn't include wine or champagne. But let's have a look at our box now. Here's our breakfast box. What do you think? There's some fruit, crackers, croissants and bread, a small muffin, and here's the granola with yogurt. Many areas of the lounge were closed. I understand that makes it more efficient for cleaning and sanitation. The same goes for the washrooms, for example, with limited facilities available for use. Well, friends, looks like this is the new normal, at least for now. Well, let's keep walking because there's an A380 boy waiting for us at the gate. The boarding of the upper deck didn't start yet, but I'm gonna show you downstairs. There are chutes between the seats, markings on the floor, and everyone is wearing PPE. And here he is, the Emirates A380. And it's time to get back on board, my boy. Let's go. Hi, good morning.
Sorry, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. And you?
Yes,
Thanks.
good, thank you.
Great to have you. Fast rice service, sir.
Thank you so much.
Very express.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
And welcome back to our 23 Alpha home with a few changes. See, the glasses are now wrapped. We don't receive the towels anymore, they're all disposable. And the pillows come wrapped. also have no magazines.
Untitled will come aboard this Emirates flight UK1 bound to London Heathrow. And the flight time to London Heathrow will take us 6 hours and 55 minutes, and we shall be cruising at about altitude of 40,000 feet. We recommend wearing your seatbelt at all times throughout the flight.
Now this deserves a toast, and on board, champagne is free flowing. And this was lunch, 3 courses served at once. I had the antipasti for starter, badami more for main course, and a chocolate mango tart for dessert. All in all, a perfect date. It's nap time, friends. The aircraft we flew is one of the newest ones with the new lounge. Also, to limit interactions, it is out of service, but there are snacks available. And look at this, friends, a beautiful surprise prepared by the wonderful people of the EK1 crew. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to prepare something special. Call that an impactful landing. And just like that, London Heathrow, we are back. Thank you for the ride, my boy, Victor Charlie. You made us proud. It was a wonderful flight, friends. And for those of you who've been following me here for a while, you can only imagine what it meant for me to be back on board the A380 for the first flight from Dubai to Heathrow after 136 days since my last flight. But I have to admit that it wasn't the same. COVID has changed the flight experience, at least for now. And I wanted to share with you today 3 key takeaways which I personally understood to be very important for the customer experience during our times. First and foremost, physical safety. The passengers seem to be concerned about their well-being, and the ability of the crew to show that, I have to admit and applaud Emirates for doing such a great job, not only on their attire and their PPE, but how they interacted with us and made it obvious that they were truly concerned about protecting and limiting the interactions. Number 2, and perhaps easier to neglect than physical safety, is emotional safety. Friends, all of us have been affected emotionally by this pandemic one way or another. Some of us have lost loved ones, some of us have lost jobs or had to face significant life changes. So in one way or another, we are all somewhat fragile and may behave different. the ability of the crew to be empathetic and emotionally intelligent will really transform the customer experience on board. And finally, I am sure that all of you noticed those changes throughout the video, which is value for money in the customer experience. With the loads of the flights very low and with the high fixed costs that the airlines have, they are left with two choices: either to increase the price of the ticket or to review and reduce the amenities or the products and services attached to those tickets. What I think it's really important for any airline in this moment is to keep transparency. And I have to say that Emirates is doing quite a good job. There is a lot of information available during booking, and the websites, you are actually able to see a sample of the menu on what we will look like on board to avoid those unpleasant surprises if your experience doesn't look like what it used to look before. So in summary, I really believe that I had a lovely flight. The crew made me feel safe. They went an extra mile to make me feel welcome and cared for. And my expectations were managed before I arrived on the flight, that the experience wouldn't be exactly the same. And I think that's the right recipe. All airlines, Emirates included, are learning and improving as the situation evolves and changes. Well, in the end, I hope this video is helpful so that you can decide whether you are ready to take back to the skies yet or not. I did, and I enjoyed it. And if you liked today's video, you know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave us a comment to tell us what you thought. Because next week, we're taking you on the journey back, EK2 from London to Dubai, and all the COVID-19 procedures of arrival at Dubai airport. I don't think you want to miss that. And before I forget, there are some very special people that I'd like to thank for this video today. And those are my lovely and passionate plane spotters, Saeed, Adam, and Ethan. Thank you so much for the footage that you have shared and for the passion that you have for photographing my boys. They look beautiful on the video. And back to you, friends. You already know what I'm going to say. Yes, let's fly sometime soon.